These storms packed quite a punch. Roads have been blocked by downed trees all over the area. You can see from this video from Sky 5, thousands of power outages. Fortunately, crews are working to get that power back on with more than 44,000 still in North Carolina. In Durham, the damage is so extensive, schools were closed today. Meteorologist Brian Schrader went up in Sky 5 over Medallion Drive, DeMille Street, and Benjamin Street.
So many downed trees and power lines throughout the city of Durham, widespread tree damage from last night's storms, and they're still trying to assess exactly how much damage there is to the electrical grid in many spots.
Now, while we don't see a path of destruction like we would with a tornado, you do see what's possible when straight-line winds over 70 miles an hour hit your community.
One of those hard-hit spots was here in northern Wake County. People who live near Falls Lake spent today cleaning up debris and repairing damage. Sky 5 was over Boyce Road near Old Weaver Trail. Much the same damage here. Tall trees snapped and tumbled onto those power lines and across the road, some of them exposing the roots and pulling up the ground almost like a rug. WRAL's Matt Tallhelm is live there now to show us the work underway. Matt?
Yeah, Deborah, this is Boyce Road. It is still closed here, and you can see why, because you have these big trees that are blocking the majority of the road here, and all along here there are power lines. These are not active power lines. It's been disconnected at this point. But then you see this kind of damage, this gigantic tree just like this. We're seeing all of this kind of storm debris and damage and the cleanup underway all around this area.
Everyone rushes to respond. When you've lived in the same community for 70 years, like Sue Keith Woodleaf.
I happen to have a dear friend that is a tree cutter, and he came to my rescue. And then I have another friend who is a roofer.
Those friends are making fast progress, turning fallen trees into sawdust that floats like snowflakes through the air, and fixing barn roofs ripped open like the lids of a can.
Fran was nothing like this. Hazel was nothing like this. This is the worst we've ever had.
Those are the names of foes, not friends, the hurricanes that have barreled through this part of Wake County over the decades. Eddie Peoples has been with the Wake Electric Power Co-op for 38 years.
Well, I've been to Katrina, I saw Hurricane Fran, but I haven't seen a severe thunderstorm like this.
This sudden storm knocked 7 power poles to the ground here along Creedmoor Road.
Because the trees were sitting way up over there, and it just snapped them off. Just like it was nothing, it just snapped them.
Tammy Davis only had seconds.
I ran. Yeah.
When she heard what she thought was hail.
It was pine cones hitting the roof, flying off the trees.
Before these towering trees crashed through her bedroom in the home she's rented here since 1999.
You always wonder why people don't get this and that, but you really don't think about grabbing all this stuff when something like that happens. I didn't think about nothing but my dogs.
Davis's dogs followed her to safety.
Everybody's okay.
But now they're all searching for a place to stay after a storm took away so much in only a few moments.
If they can't fix it, I'm going to have to move, and I have no idea where I'm going to move or how I'm going to move.
Yeah, she has 8 little dogs, so she wants the whole family, her family as she calls it, to stay together there and have a place to stay. Her daughter-in-law has actually created a GoFundMe page for her, but you see just how much damage there is. I mean, this is the root, the whole ground around the roots of this tree here, and it's like that all around this area. If you are traveling up here, Creedmoor Road is now back open. That had been closed until right around midday today.
Such a stressful time for everyone affected by these storms. Matt Tallhelm live in Raleigh. Thank you, Matt.